So we built a couple examples. If I could just come on over, Maurice. I'm going to send you over here. So we're going to talk together with Juliana. She's going to teach us about a couple different major ideas that we try to get across in the diet. So how easy is it to stay on this diet that we're going to talk about?
First of all, congratulations. That was not easy, and that is so not how it has to be. It is vastly easier in the real world to follow a whole food plant-based diet and still reap those phenomenal benefits that you guys saw in just a short amount of time. I see it every day.
So let's go through some of the major categories. So category number one, the first part of the prehistoric diet was the protein content. Since you can't get red meat, where do you get your protein from? What's practical?
Oh, there's so much protein in the plant-based world, you would be surprised. The first thing I want you guys to know is that we don't need as much protein as we think we do. You only need about 10% of your total calories to come from protein to be healthy and thrive. So we get too much in our diet anyway. But the plant kingdom is like filled with protein. I mean, you've got these leafy greens. You would never even know it, but leafy greens have almost half of their calories from protein. Did you know that? I mean, it's kind of shocking, right?
No, that is,
beans, it's like a protein party. Lentils, tons of protein. And even this stuff, sea vegetables, nori, filled with protein, and you get the iodine and iron and calcium and all these other wonderful minerals. So you can literally get all the protein you need in these gorgeous, delicious, and flavorful foods.
All right, so we took care of protein. Next part of the prehistoric diet involves calcium. So let's come on over here. I know calcium is important to women, especially women over the age of 40. Come on over, folks.
Calcium is really important, but it's also not the end-all be-all of bone health. But because people are so concerned about calcium, there are really great sources in the plant world as well. The leafy greens, by the way, tons of calcium. But also you can drink these plant-based milks like soy or almond or rice milk. The soy milk that I drink at home has exactly the same amount of calcium as does dairy milk. Yeah. The same amount. And then tofu is, again, a calcium party. You've got so much in here. You could have about half of your day's worth of calcium just by having a serving of tofu.
All right. The third major concern I had about copying a prehistoric diet for us was the fat content. So let's go over the fats here. And Juliana, walk us through where historically we would have gotten our fats from. What can we do today? And I'll have you come on over here, guys.
The truth is we don't need so much fat as well, but we can get them, and I really recommend getting them from whole food sources because you're getting the intact phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fiber as well, instead of just extracting the fat in terms of an oil. Now, monounsaturated fatty acids, which you can find in olives and avocados, have been shown to be good for heart health. But the essential fats that we require to survive are the omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. Hemp seeds, delicious, by the way, fabulous. Flax seeds, chia seeds. You could use those as a thickening agent to make your dressings kind of gelatinous.
You know, I'm a big fan of these, but I'm just going to push back a little bit. The lack of oil in this plan would be a big problem for me. I would put it on my salads. I mean, I'd cook with it. So what do folks do if they really want to have a little bit of oil in their diet?
You know, I know you like your oil, and I know you like your olive oil. And the thing is that if you don't have heart disease and you're not trying to lose weight, then a little bit might be okay. But it really is an extracted, refined food, and it's 100% fat. You know, 1 tablespoon is 120 calories of just pure fat. So if you are trying to watch your weight, it's a really easy way to cut it out. But cooking is so easy without fat. You know, I make sautés, all sorts of sautés with vegetable broth, water, juices, coconut water, all sorts of delicious ways to cook, and it really tastes so good. You won't even miss the fat.
Are you getting hungry, guys?
Yes. A little bit.
So what do you think so far? We got more, but are these reasonable substitutions?
Yes, absolutely.
So if we put you in the zoo again, if we put these in there, would you be happy? All right, come on over here. The final part of the prehistoric diet, you guys can wait here, we're going to come back to you. The final part of the prehistoric diet involves carbs. And carbs are a part of everything we do in life, and a lot of folks don't know how they can get them. So we're going to walk you through, Juliana, some of the key sources of carbs. Go ahead.
Right, we need carbs for energy. It's the quickest source of energy, and it's also the only source of fuel that our brain can use, right?
Right.
So you can get this whole beautiful rainbow of colors where you're getting all those antioxidants, phytonutrients, again, that are just going to keep you healthy. But if you look at the rainbow, we can look at specifically the brown, a great source of complex carbs and fiber. And then the purples and the blues, it's like an antioxidant heaven, right? There's tons of antioxidants in there. Greens, okay, enough said. Let thy greens be thy medicine and thy medicine be thy greens, because they are so chock full of everything you could possibly need.
Write that one down, guys.
Yellow, vitamin C, and also all sorts of other carotenoids and all that. And the oranges have tons of carotenoids, you know, which is really important for antioxidants and all that other stuff. And of course the reds as well, the lycopene, the lutein. You're talking about eye health and all sorts of different types of health.
So here's the deal. Up next, we're going to show you how to put it all together. Put all these together for a breakfast, for a lunch, and for a dinner. And the simple, secret ways you can spice it all up when we come back.
Coming up. an easy green smoothie,
This is the magic surprise here.
It's delicious.
and a simple hearty meal
It looks fantastic.
that you'll crave.
I could absolutely eat this.
But it's not once and done.
This is life-changing because it's permanent and it's sustainable.
Meals you can make next.
أنا مش فاهماك يا شيخ، ده انتوا على وش جواز.
انت ليش مستعجل؟ نحن هلا عم نتعرف على بعض.
تخرج خلص دراستك بعدين تفرغ للأفلام وغيرها.
سهر وسكر وبنات، لشو كل هيدا لشو؟
كل واحد عنده سبب الوجود في دبي. كل واحد فينا عنده حلم، بس كل يوم بيمر بيغير فينا حاجة. الحياة أبدا مش معقدة.
04 الليلة 10 كاسة على MBC4 ومتوفر الآن بتقنية HD.
They're guilty, and now we can prove it.
أحياناً تحفر حولك بحثاً عن الحقيقة فتفاجأ بأنك تحفر حفرة لنفسك.
This doesn't just look bad, it is bad. Homicide is a capital offense in the state of Pennsylvania. And you girls are going down.
يعرض الآن بالتزامن مع عرضه في أمريكا Pretty Little Liars في موسم جديد ابتداء من الجمعة حصرياً على MBC4.
I know it's going to be hard to eat raw food for 48 hours. Is there any contraband on you? And be honest, please.
Wow. I just might have something. Yes.
You have some? You all have stuff? All right. Yeah, candy. All right, enjoy the zoo experience.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We're back, and registered nutritionist Juliana Heber is going to take us through breakfast, lunch, and dinner on our take of the prehistoric diet. Now, the three ladies from the zoo experiment are going to help us out. Let's start with breakfast. Juliana, you recommend a green smoothie.
Okay, so we're going to take leafy greens. I usually use collard, kale, dandelion greens, spinach, or you want to throw some in there, just throw it all in there. Okay, there we go. All
right.
Remind me of the zoo.
Yeah, sorry, but it tastes much better. Okay, so now we're going to get some of our flaxseed and our hemp seed, the hemp seeds here and the flaxseed here, to get our omega-3 fatty acids. And then we're going to take our frozen blueberries. Frozen makes it good. It makes it kind of slushy.
Less expensive also.
Yes, it's less expensive because it's 100% of your food. You're not having any waste.
And what's that?
That was a mango. So chopped frozen mango, some chopped frozen raspberries. Yum.
Yeah, notice they're all frozen. Yeah,
They're all frozen.
You don't need too much ice that way.
This is the magic surprise here, because if you use frozen bananas, you will never know that there are leafy greens in there. It gives it this creamy, sweet texture. I promise you will never know that there are leafy. Wait, so we need some liquid. So this is, I think, some almond milk. I usually use almond milk or soy milk or rice milk, whatever you like. That's about it.
All these things findable very easily.
Exactly. All of the stuff that we eat is right there in the market.
Now, you have to mix it.
Okay.
I'm going to step back. Go ahead, let's do it. Come on, Cheryl.
Okay.
Anybody can be safe.
Oh, inside? Okay. Oh, no.
I always do that.
All right. Now, you have to do that, by the way. It's not going to mix up.
A little fiber, yeah.
You get a little fiber from the wood in there. Here you go, Juliana.
Thank you.
All right. Let's just see what you guys think.
It's delicious.
Isn't it good?
Could you drink that?
Thank you very much. All right, if you want to lunch, Juliana claims she can make a Mexican norito. It's the perfect midday meal. So this is a takeoff of a taco, I guess.
It's like a burrito, but I happen to be allergic to wheat. So instead of a regular tortilla, I use nori. High in iodine, low in fat, low in calories, and it's really delicious and kind of fun. It's like sushi, but a burrito style. So what I do, there's 3 different kinds, but this kind is the Mexican kind. So we're going to take,
I'll make one.
So we're going to take a little bit of guacamole. So this is just some chopped up jicama, some sliced jicama, which gives it a little zest and crunch. And then I do a little sprinkling of cilantro, and some people who don't like cilantro, you could also do just parsley or something like that. And then I'm going to finish it off with some salsa,
Oh, I
of
love
course.
salsa.
We need salsa. And what's really cool is that there's a lot of vitamin C in the tomatoes, and the vitamin C helps the iron be absorbed from the nori and from the
I'm going to see how she wraps
cilantro.
this. Let me see you show off.
So
Let me
that's
see
it.
do
You
this.
ready? I'm not a sushi chef, but you just basically grab the stuff and
Oh,
like a
looks pretty
burrito,
good, actually.
just like that. And I eat it like this. Yeah.
You can make more of these. All right. Now, ultimately, it all comes down to the taste. I know how discriminating your palate is. By the way, I was very embarrassed by the fact that
They're
you had
very
that
messy.
junk food. At the zoo.
Sorry.
Here, I trusted you in the zoo. So what do you think?
They're a little messy, but they're worth it. Yeah, it's hard to bite through. Sorry. You can just take a big bite.
It's very good.
I think this is absolutely spectacular.
It tastes like sushi.
Absolutely spectacular.
Throw in my hand.
And a great alternative. And, kids will be able to make this too. It's very practical. Okay,
Yeah, it's fun.
let's go. We need a big dinner, right?
I can't wait to try this.
Yeah, I mean, the odor
great.
itself is
Oh, my
percolating through the room. But, this is a great hearty dinner option, beans and green chili. So explain to everybody what's in this, because that thing, it looks fantastic.
Well, basically, what's not in there? We've got the hearty vegetables, we've got carrots and onions and celery, and then we add a ton of beans, and that's just what makes
So
delicious
how long does it
cooking
take to
easy.
make?
This takes, literally, you chop the carrots and the onions and everything. It takes 5-10 minutes. Throw it in the pot, let it simmer with the beans and then some vegetable broth. And I put some herbs and spices, some curry powder. All this stuff is in my book. And then you just throw in some greens right when it's ready. And
do
it's
it.
honestly, the whole thing is probably a half an hour, 40 minutes.
All right, so we're going to serve this to
No,
you.
wait, we got to put the greens in first. I add.
put the greens- oh.
It's all about leafy greens. You got to add greens to everything. So
What?
wait. So we're gonna let it go in and just
you
get a
mix
little
it in.
soft. Yeah.
And how long do you include them for?
Just until they're soft. You don't want them to cook too much because then they lose some of their nutrition.
What do you think so far,
Holy
Maurice? Would you make
cow.
this?
I could make this, yeah.
Would you
This looks
rather buy
really
one of those candy bars I caught you with, or would you rather make this?
No, I'd much rather make this.
All right, let's try this out.
It's very hearty. You can make this with the cornbread and you're good. I mean, you can have
Because
a
I tell you
great
what,
dinner.
if you can eat this
You'll be
food and
full.
lose 4 pounds in a couple days and drop your blood pressure dramatically and your LDL cholesterol like you guys did, this is something we all ought to be doing every single day. This is life-changing because it's permanent and it's sustainable. And every single day of your life, this can be what you're about.
And you
What do
feel
think?
good,
Really
you feel full,
tasty.
and you feel,
This is
yeah,
delicious.
good. And there's flavors, and it doesn't have to be plain carrots.
It's so good. I could absolutely eat this.
So I need just a thumbs up or thumbs down. I'll be honest here. We put you through a very rigorous, fairly rigorous protocol. Do you think you can stay on these kinds of foods for the rest of your life if I could guarantee the benefits and the truth tube that you saw?
Absolutely.
Cheryl, Dawn?
Absolutely.
Audience? You have that audience there? Good. Thank you very much, Juliana.
Thank you.
Folks think this is expensive. This is not expensive. In fact, it's pretty affordable, right?
It's very affordable. Absolutely. Anyone could buy this.
Thanks to all my guests. You can go to droz.com for all the recipes. I'll be right back.